What if I told you that you have the power to manifest anything you want faster than you ever thought possible by understanding why God is the best explanation for the universe, backed by science? And no, I'm not just talking about wishful thinking or vague affirmations. I mean real, tangible results that you can see, feel, and experience in your life. Sounds impossible, right? But stick with me, because by the end of this video, we're going to break down the science, the logic, and the practical steps that could literally change the way you live your life forever. First, let's start with a question. What if the reason you're struggling to manifest what you want isn't because you're not trying hard enough, but because you don't fully understand the foundational truth about the universe? A truth so powerful that it's been hiding in plain sight in science, in philosophy, and yes, even in your own mind. And here's the kicker: once you understand this truth, you'll start to see how everything, your goals, your relationships, even the deepest questions about existence can start to align in ways you never thought possible. All right, let's get into it. The beginning of everything and why it matters to you. Let's start with a fact that's so mind-blowing, it's hard to wrap your head around. The universe had a beginning. This isn't just some random theory, it's backed by hard science. Astronomical observations, the redshift of galaxies, and the groundbreaking work of scientists like Hawking and Penrose all point to one undeniable conclusion: there was a moment when everything, space, time, energy, and matter came into existence. Now, why does this matter to you? Because if the universe had a beginning, it means there's a cause behind it. And if there's a cause behind it, it means there's a source of power and intelligence that's bigger than the universe itself. Think about that for a second. The very fact that you exist, that you're breathing, thinking, and watching this video right now means you're connected to something infinite.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love.
Here's where it gets even crazier. Scientists like Einstein tried to argue for a static universe, one that's always existed. Do you know why? Because the idea of a universe with a beginning was too uncomfortable. It hinted at something beyond science, something that sounded a lot like God. But then the evidence came in. The redshift showed that galaxies are moving away from each other. The universe is expanding. When we reverse that expansion, it all converges to a single point, a creation event. So here's the first big takeaway: the universe isn't random. It's not an accident. It was caused. And if the cause of the universe is outside of space and time, it's not just some blind force, it's something intelligent. Now, let me ask you this: if the universe itself was designed with intention, could it be possible that your life was too? And if that's true, what would it mean for how you approach your goals, your challenges, and your dreams? But hold up. I know what you're thinking. Sure, the universe had a beginning. But how does that help me manifest anything? Great question. And trust me, we're getting there. But first, we need to dig a little deeper into the nature of this cause and why it's the key to unlocking your potential. Let's shift gears for a second and talk about something you use every day but probably never think about: information. Scientists have discovered something incredible about life itself. It's not just made of matter and energy. It's made of information. Let me explain. When Watson and Crick discovered DNA, they found out that the code of life is literally a language. 4 chemical bases, A, T, C, and G, combine to create instructions for every living thing on Earth. But here's the wild part: the information in DNA isn't determined by the chemistry of the molecules. It comes from something outside of the physical material. Think about it like this: if you look at a book, the meaning of the words isn't created by the ink on the page. The ink is just the medium. The meaning comes from the mind of the author. In the same way, the information in DNA points to a source beyond the physical. This is where it gets super practical. If the universe and life itself are driven by information, what does that say about your mind? Your thoughts, your beliefs, your intentions, they're not just random brain activity. They're powerful. They shape reality in ways we're only beginning to understand. And this isn't just some feel-good idea. Studies in quantum mechanics show that observation affects reality. Particles behave differently when they're being observed. That's science telling us that your consciousness plays a role in shaping the universe. So here's the second big takeaway: your mind is connected to the same intelligent cause that created the universe. When you align your thoughts and intentions with this deeper reality, you tap into a power that's bigger than you. Now, let's get real for a second. How often do you let negative thoughts, fear, or doubt control your mind? What if those thoughts are literally blocking you from manifesting the life you want? And more importantly, what would happen if you started to align your thinking with the source of all creation? We're about to get into the practical steps that make this real. But before we do, let's address the elephant in the room. If God is the best explanation for the universe, why is it so hard for people to see it? Why do so many people struggle with doubt, fear, and a sense of separation from this ultimate power? Stick with me, because this next part might be the most important thing you'll ever hear, all right? This is where everything comes together. If the universe was created with intention, and if your mind is connected to that same creative power, then the key to manifesting anything is simple. You have to align your thoughts and actions with the ultimate cause of the universe. But how do you do that? Let me break it down. The first step is to understand that you're not the source of your power. You're connected to something bigger. Call it God, call it the Creator, call it the ultimate cause, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you start to see yourself as part of this infinite intelligence. Negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and fear act like static in your mind. They block you from tuning into the frequency of creation. Start by identifying those thoughts. Write them down. Challenge them. Replace them with truths that align with the idea that you're here for a purpose. Manifestation isn't about wishing. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with a clear intention. Take time each day to visualize what you want. Feel it as if it's already real, and then take action toward it. Here's the hardest part: let go of the outcome. Trust that the same intelligence that created the universe is working through you. When you act with faith, real faith, you allow things to unfold in ways you can't predict. And here's the third big takeaway: manifesting isn't magic. It's about aligning yourself with the deepest truth of the universe. When you do that, things start to happen not because you're forcing them, but because you're working with the grain of reality, not against it. So let me ask you this: what's holding you back from aligning with this truth? What would your life look like if you fully embraced the idea that you're connected to the ultimate creative power of the universe? Here's the deal: everything we've talked about today, science, the universe, DNA, your mind, it all points to one thing. You're part of something bigger. And when you align with that, you can manifest anything. Now that we've laid the foundation, let's dive deeper into the science of alignment. You might be asking, okay, I get the idea that my thoughts and intentions are powerful, and I get that the universe was intelligently designed, but how do I actually make this work in my life every single day? This is where alignment comes in. To manifest what you want, you need to align your energy, your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the outcome you desire. And this isn't just some fluffy idea. It's rooted in real principles, like the law of resonance. Let me break this down. Resonance is the idea that frequencies naturally sync up. Think about a tuning fork. If you strike one tuning fork and hold it near another, the second one will start vibrating at the same frequency. Your mind and body work the same way. When you align your thoughts and emotions with the frequency of what you want, a loving relationship, financial abundance, better health, you become a magnet for those things. But here's the catch: you can't fake it. You can't just slap a smile on your face and pretend to feel good while secretly doubting yourself or fearing failure. Your subconscious mind will call you out every time. That's why true alignment requires you to do the inner work to clear out the doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck. So here's the practical question: how do you actually align your energy with your goals? Let's get into the steps. Get clear on what you want. You can't hit a target if you don't know what it is. This sounds obvious, but so many people struggle with manifestation because they're vague about what they want. Saying, "I want to be happy," or "I want more money" isn't enough. You need to be specific. Here's a challenge for you. Take out a piece of paper and write down exactly what you want in one area of your life. Be as detailed as possible. What does it look like? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How will you know when you've achieved it? And here's a pro tip when you're setting your goals. Don't just think about what you want, think about why you want it. The why is what gives your intention energy. If your goal is to start your own business, ask yourself, why is this important to me? Maybe it's about freedom, creativity, or providing for your family. Whatever it is, connect to that deeper purpose. Align your thoughts and emotions. Once you're clear on what you want, the next step is to align your thoughts and emotions with that vision. This is where most people get stuck because it's easy to fall into negative patterns. You might think, "I want to be successful." But if you're constantly worrying about failure, you're sending mixed signals to the universe. Here's a simple exercise you can do every day. Spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing your goal as if it's already happened. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living your dream. What do you see? What do you hear? How does it feel? The key is to get as specific and vivid as possible. Now here's the science behind this. When you visualize something, your brain can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It literally starts rewiring itself to match your vision. Neural pathways are strengthened, and your subconscious mind begins to look for opportunities to make your vision a reality. But here's the kicker. It's not enough to just think about your goal. You need to feel it. Emotions are the rocket fuel of manifestation. When you feel gratitude, excitement, or joy, as if your goal is already achieved, you're creating a powerful energetic signal that the universe responds to. Here's the part that a lot of people miss. Manifestation isn't about sitting around waiting for things to happen. It's about taking inspired action. When you're aligned with your goal, opportunities will start to show up, but you need to be ready to act on them. So how do you know what actions to take? This is where intuition comes in. When you're in alignment, you'll start to get ideas, nudges, or even what some people call downloads. Pay attention to those. They're clues from the universe. And remember, action doesn't have to be perfect. It's better to take small, imperfect steps than to wait for the perfect moment. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence attracts more opportunities. Step 4, trust the process. This might be the hardest step of all. Once you set your intention, aligned your energy, and taken action, you need to let go of the outcome. Trust that the same intelligence that created the universe is working in your favor. Here's a truth that's hard to accept. Sometimes what you want doesn't show up the way you expect it to, but that doesn't mean it's not coming. Often, the universe has a bigger plan, one that you can't see from where you are. So here's my advice. Stay open, keep your energy aligned, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. All right, let's bring it all together. We've talked about the science of the universe, the power of your mind, and the practical steps to align with the ultimate cause. But now it's time to ask the most important question of all. What are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you keep living the same way, trapped by fear and doubt? Or will you start to see yourself as part of something bigger, connected to the same creative power that designed the universe? Here's my challenge to you. Take one step today, just one. Maybe it's writing down your goals, clearing a negative belief, or spending 5 minutes visualizing your dream life. Whatever it is, do it with intention, and then watch what happens. Because here's the truth. The universe is always responding to you. The only question is, what are you asking for? Thank you for watching, and remember, manifesting isn't magic. It's science, it's alignment, and it's your birthright. Now go out there and create something amazing.